because she know all she got to do is give you the hawk tour, pause. She know all she got to do is throw some ass at you. She know all she got to do is sweet talk you when she got you back again, because you don't have any discipline, because you don't value yourself enough. You don't respect yourself. What's going on? What's happening, fellas? Let's get right into it. So I had a subscriber from my channel sent me a DM on Instagram, and he just went through a breakup. Just fell off with a chick. I think he said they were together for about a year and a half, and he wanted to know, is it true that women always come back? All right, fellas. And if you've been through a breakup, or if you've been dating a chick and y'all fell off, 9 times out of 10, you will agree that women always come back. All right, fellas. Now, just because a woman comes back, that does not mean that you should take her back. All right, fellas. In most cases, that does not mean you should take her back. Now, there are some cases where if a woman spins the block because y'all fell off, or whatever happened, and she comes back, there are a few cases where you can let her back into your life. Whatever the situation, bro, y'all could have been boyfriend and girlfriend, y'all could have been in a long-term relationship, y'all could have just been dating or just smashing, bro. But there are some cases where you can take her back. All right, I'm gonna be honest. There are some cases, but in most cases, and I'm gonna explain the reasons why women actually come back today. All right, fellas. I think I'm gonna give you probably about 4 or 5 reasons why. All right, guys, let's get right into it. So, from my experience, every chick that I've been with for at least 3 months or more, and sometimes shorter, most of those chicks came back. All right, guys, after we broke up, or whether it was me breaking up with them or them breaking up with me, most of them came back. My longest relationships, and when you're in long term relationships, for the most part, bro, anything over 6 months, you guys break up, then y'all get back together, then y'all break up, then y'all get back together. It's like an on and off thing. I think anybody that's been in a relationship for more than a year, more times than not, it hasn't been a consistent year or 2 years or 3 years. It's usually on and off. All right, guys. But in the relationships that I've had with women, we will break up, and more times than not, bro, 9 times or even 10 times out of 10, they always came back. Always came back. And for a few reasons, like I said, I'm gonna explain today. And one of the reasons why women come back to relationships, or they come back to the man, or they leave the guy, and 3 months go by, whatever. One of the reasons why they come back is because some women just want to test to see if they made the right decision of leaving you. All right, guys, because sometimes, bro, when women break up with you, G, let's say y'all going through stuff, or y'all having problems, or you cheating or whatever, bro. A lot of times when women break up with you, it's because her friends influenced her. All right, guys, and you got to understand this, bro. Women typically don't have a lot of independent thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is most of the things, or most of the decisions that women make, they're usually influenced by friends, social media, maybe the guy that she's with. All right, guys. So if you're not like influencing her, not even just influencing her, but if y'all going through stuff, y'all fighting, and then she got friends that's influencing her that she can do better, and you a piece of shit and all this stuff, she's probably gonna break up with you. All right, guys. Especially if she's around those chicks a lot, or she's very close to them. So when this happens and y'all break up, and she goes about her business, let's say she goes start dating other dudes, or she's just doing her. More times than not, they come back because they probably regretted the decision that they made. Maybe they made it in an emotional state, which happens. Most of the times when women break up with you, they're very emotional when it happens. So not only is she thinking the thoughts that she actually thinks about you, but she got her friends influencing her. So when she goes out and do her thing, she starts to think, maybe some time rolls by, a week, a month, or however long time rolls by, and now she's like, damn, man, I made a mistake. I really love him. I really want to be with him. I didn't really want to break up. Yeah, I was mad, but now I'm over it. You know what I mean? And it's usually that they usually get over it. They get over all the emotions and the anger that they had. Then they calm down and they realize it was a bad decision, so they come back. All right, guys. Now, should you take her back in that sense? That's really up to you, G. That's really up to the dynamic and what actually happened and why she broke up with you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was cheating on her and all this stuff, and then she left you because her friends told her to, and then she decided to come back. If she's a good chick and she's an asset to your life, yeah, you could take her back. I always tell women, like, all men cheat, but at the same time, as a man, if you never disclosed that you were going to be dealing with other women, and that was never the agreement, and you do cheat, you can't get mad if she leaves. That's part of the consequence of you taking that risk. All right, okay, guys. Now, if you told her that you're gonna be dealing with other women and y'all made the agreement and then she dips out because she finds out that you are, I wouldn't take her back. You know what I'm saying? Because that's extra stuff. Like, we already made the agreement. Now you bouncing around. Like, I'm not doing that. But if you haven't made the agreement, G, and you just out there doing your thing, and she catch you and she leave, and she want to come back, yeah, bro. She probably regretted her decision. She probably realized that cheating or you cheating wasn't a big enough reason to leave you because she's in love, or let's say y'all married, y'all in a long term relationship or whatever. All right, guys. But this is one of the reasons why women come back, because they actually regret the decision they made of leaving. Fellas, and if you're new to the channel, all right, guys, and you're getting value so far, don't forget to subscribe, fellas. And if you haven't been to my website yet, thetoptierman.com, that's where you will get both of my fragrances. All right, the Top Tier Charisma, also the Top Tier Superman. As my personal favorite is the Top Tier Charisma. That's actually what I'm wearing right now. Y'all go check that out, thetoptierman.com. The link is in the description. Next reason why women come back after breakups and after fallouts is because they want to see if your life has gotten better or if it has gotten worse. All right, fellas, especially when women break up with you. All right, and this is mostly when she initiates the breakup. And when women typically make decisions to break up with you, it's usually because she doesn't think that you're her best option. All right, guys. Literally, I mean, that's usually what happens. Now, like I said, there are sometimes like you could get caught cheating, or you could be doing something bad that she doesn't like, and she get tired of it and she leave. But even then, even then, if she thought you were her best option, she probably wouldn't leave you, G. She'll probably be mad. She'll probably, take 2 days and ignore you or whatever. But if she really thought you were her best option, it's a lot that women can take, when they think you're their best option and they don't think that they can do better than you. But if she thinks she can do better than you, bro, even because of the most minor offenses, G, she will probably break up with you. All right, guys. So when she does leave you in that sense, and she tries to come back, more chances than not, they want to see if they made the right decision. They want to see if your life got better, or if it got worse. Now, if she comes back and if it got worse, all you did was validate the decision that she made. All right, guys. And now she knows, okay, yeah, I made the right decision. He wasn't anything anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm glad I listened to my friends, or I'm glad I broke up with him. But if she comes back to check and see if your life got better and it has gotten better, she would definitely regret that decision. And from my experience, bro, they always try to creep back in, and it always starts off with a text with, hey, how you doing? Or I miss you, or how you been, or just checking on you. Just something to try to spark up a conversation. All right, guys. Now, in this sense, you never take a woman back, G. Never take. If a woman leaves you because she thinks she can do better than you, or she thinks that you're not her best option, or she is putting you in second place behind another guy, you never take her back, bro. Never take her back. Now, like I said, it all depends on why she broke up with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're underperforming, you know what I mean, as a man, like you're not being masculine, you're not taking care of business, and she leaves you because of that, even then, you don't take her back. You don't take her back because she left you because you were a lesser version of yourself. Now, all you got to do is build yourself up and go find a better woman or a hotter woman. You know what I'm saying? But that's why women come back, bro. They want to see if they made the right decision. You know what I'm saying? So if a woman leave you, bro, for some bullshit, you know what I mean? Like she cheat on you, or she leave you, or reject you, and then you start leveling up, bro, you do not take her back, G. Because if she wasn't rocking with you when you were at your lowest point, all right, guys, then she don't deserve you when you become a top tier man. Because as I said, even at a low point, bro, if a woman truly desires you and she truly thinks you're her best option, she ain't gonna leave you. All right. Now, in some cases, if you're underperforming as a man and she does leave you, G, that's your fault. I'm not saying you got to take her back when she come back after you level up, but that's your fault. All you need to do is just level up and go find a better woman. All right, guys, but don't fall for it, G. Do not fall for it. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Some women will come back and they will try to gaslight you and tell you where I left because and this is what a lot of betas, the trap a lot of beta men fall into. They'll come back and they'll actually explicitly tell you why they left you. They'll tell you they left you because you were underperforming, and they will tell you they would left you because, I mean, not directly, but because she doesn't think you're her best option. All right, guys, and a lot of beta men, they try to prove themselves to the girl when she actually comes back. Oh, look at what I did better. Look how I'm improving. Look how I'm better. I'm a better man for you, baby. Take me back. All right, guys, fellas, do not do this, bro. Do not do this, because if you think that she didn't respect you before she left, she is definitely not gonna respect. And this is another thing, bro. Sometimes women come back just to shit test you. You know what I'm saying? Literally just to shit test you to see if you are dumb enough to take her back. All right, guys. Now, like I said, there are some cases where you can take her back. You know what I mean? Depends on what happened. But in most cases, bro, they come back just to shit test you to see if you still that same dumb dude that she was with before. All right, guys. So do not fall for it. Do not fall for it, because this is another thing that happens that I see a lot. A chick will break up with a guy. A guy will go get his life together. He'll start leveling up, become the best version of himself, become a top tier man. She comes back, he takes her back. Then she treats him worse than how she treated him before they broke up. All right, guys, like, because the respect is gone at that point. All right, fellas, in this situation, you do not take that woman back, bro. I don't care what she look like. I don't care how hot she is. You do not take her back at this point. Next one, and this is probably the most common one. All right, guys, and this really depends on the woman, and it's easy to really tell, to be honest with you. All right, guys, but most women come back because when they leave and they go out in the streets, in the sexual marketplace, and they try to go date other men and do their thing, they come to the realization, all right, guys, and the shocking truth that they're not as valuable as they thought they were. All right, guys, and this is why a lot of chicks come back. And in this sense, G, in this case, you don't take her back, G. You don't take her back. Some women will leave you, G, just to go explore. And you know what I'm saying? And just to go test out the waters and just to go see if they still got sexual marketplace value. All right, guys, especially if a woman leaves you like for some dumb stuff, or like she just dips out on you or ghosts you or cheats on you or something like that, and I mean, you taking care of your business. Maybe you're not the man that you want to be yet, but you taking care of your business, bro. You know, she just dips out on you, or she want to go play in the streets or something like that. Gee, let her play in the streets, all right? Because in this situation, bro, more times than not, they always come back. G, they always come back in this situation because they go out in the streets, you know, thinking they going the grass is greener on the other side, and thinking they're gonna find something better, and usually they don't find anything better, you know, and then they realize they get lonely again. Like, damn, I'm not as hot as I thought I was, or I'm not as pretty as I thought I was. All right, fellas. And a lot of this usually happens when like women are getting older. Let's say a chick broke up with you, like she was like 27 or 25, like young chick, you know what I mean, looking good at the peak of her sexual marketplace value. Y'all were together, she leave you, you know, a couple years roll by, now she's over 30, she's getting older, and now don't nobody want her, and now she back in your face. Gee, if you take a woman back in this situation, G, you are a fool. All right, you are a fool. You never take a woman back, bro, because as I said, at that point in her life when she was 25, 27, you know, hot, young, fertile, she did not want you. She did not think you were her best option, or she wanted to go play in the streets. But regardless of whether it was either of those two reasons, you don't take her back. Whether she didn't think you was her best option or whether she wanted to go play in the streets. All right, guys, you do not take her back. But this is why women come back. All right, guys. And like I said, 90% of the time, you don't take them back. There are rare cases where you can. All right, guys. There are rare cases where you can. And the last reason why a woman will come back is because, you know, I mentioned how sometimes they will shit test you just to see if you're dumb. You know what I'm saying? But some women come back because they know you're dumb, G. Like they know you're an idiot. They know that you have one-itis, meaning that you pine over this chick like she's the most beautiful Queen Elizabeth, Marilyn Monroe, Halle Berry, fusion that you've ever seen in your life. You think that you can't get any other chick. All right, guys. So you have a lack of abundance mindset about this woman and you think she's your soulmate. You've fallen into this soulmate myth. All right, guys, and you can't get over her and she knows that. All right, guys, women are way smarter than you think they are. I mean, they're not geniuses, and a lot of these women these days are idiots. But women are, they have awareness and they know you, bro. You know, if they've been with you for 2 years and she know you are head over heels for her and you've done all the simp stuff in the world, G, yeah, she gonna come back. Especially if you level up, of course she gonna come back because she know all she gotta do is give you the hot tour, pause. She know all she gotta do is throw some ass at you, She know all she got to do is sweet talk you when she got you back again, because you don't have any discipline, because you don't value yourself enough, you don't respect yourself enough. And as I said, that second time around, G, it ain't gonna be pretty. If you thought she disrespected you before, she definitely will disrespect you now. All right, guys, because like I said, if you don't respect yourself enough to tell her she got to go about her business, she had her chance, gee, she's not gonna respect you. All right, guys, she will respect you way more, and never mind her respecting you. G, if she left you, who cares if she respect you or not? But for the sake of the conversation, she will respect you way more if you tell her no, you had your chance. You're just one shot pony with me. All right, guys. So anyway, fellas, remember, if a woman comes back, you have to be very, 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 very cautious of why she's coming back. And most times it's obvious if you pay attention. All right, guys. Again, if you were the one doing the cheating, being a dirtbag, and she leave you, and then come back around, G, because she realized she really love you or whatever, right? You might can take her back. But any other reason I stated today, G, no. She for the streets. Let her do her thing. All right, fellas. Again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in today, fellas. This video right here is masculine secrets on how to attract more women. All right, fellas, go check that video out. I appreciate you guys again. Don't forget to get your top tier fragrances, guys. It's your boy KD. We out of here, baby.